And ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. You are listening to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. My name is Tal Newton. Alongside me, Matt McJunkins on the color, and then providing a little bit of help, J.B. Brazil, our basketball play-by-play. Thank you all for joining us. Matt, how are you feeling tonight?
Man, I feel excellent, Tal, and it's a great night to be here and play a little football in November. Playoffs this week. Man, a good matchup tonight. You know, it ought to be a really good night for the Panthers. This Brookland team coming in from over by Jonesboro, stricken with the COVID.
Yes, bad.
You know,
28 players out tonight.
Quarantine. They got the quarantine bug.
That's crazy. That's a lot of players.
It is crazy, man. And you know, they're coming in, bringing in. I think what I heard was 13 freshmen. I don't know that for sure, but you got ninth graders moving up. From what I understand, you know, they feel like, you know, they didn't have a real good year. They were 3-6 in the 5A East, so they're the 6th seed. So, and they felt like that they got some ninth graders that can actually, you know, help this team. So they didn't feel like they were losing a lot, you know, playing with some ninth graders. So I think they got some linemen out. So going to be big for our defense to, you know, capitalize. Hate to take advantage of, you know, well, you just got to take advantage of what you can do in football. But, you know, they got some guys out on the line, so we're going to probably go after them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talked even last night and this morning about who are the guys to watch on defense this week, and I said Brandon Beck. I thought Brandon Beck was 100% the guy to watch this week. Big man up front. You know, you have a lot of offensive linemen out now for Brookland. Those freshmen, I mean, they may be good ball players, but ninth graders playing. Yeah, they're still young. I mean, this is not just a physically big game for them, but a mentally big
Well,
game.
just the maturity level, both physically and mentally. I mean, these guys are – I mean, you look at guys like Jeremy Parker and Brandon Beck, you know, Tanner Collins. Some of these guys are just really big physical football players. And so, you know, it's a tall task to ask a 14-year-old to try to take them on one-on-one. So expect the defense to have a great showing tonight. I think they're going to probably keep the ball on the ground. They've got a back, sophomore Joseph Wright. He's got 800 yards this year rushing, 13 touchdowns. He's kind of their key player. I think they had a quarterback that got hurt really early in the season. Don't know if he's back or not. And we don't know who is or isn't playing. We don't know if this back's playing, you know, because they've got so many out. What we do know is that they've got a lot of young guys, whether you look at some of the sophomore class or these ninth graders. So the future could be really bright for Brookland. Panthers.
Yeah, no question.
You know, we're going to come out tonight, and we're going to try to you know, get this first win, get us ready to advance to the second round.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You have 13 guys that they're playing their first playoff game tonight at a high school level. I mean, how many ninth graders do you know that can say, "Oh yeah, I've played playoff football before"?
Right.
In the state of Arkansas. I mean.
Yeah, well, speaking of playoffs, the winner of this game will face up against either Magnolia or Pea Ridge, and that's what we'll go into is look at the brackets for the 5A state tournament.
So much to talk about. You know, I listened to the Between the Mats podcast, and there was just a lot of great info this week on, I mean, not just the 5A state playoffs, but every single classification in Arkansas.
Yeah, and thanks for that, Talon. You know, we do a lot of research for that before we do the podcast. You know, there's some teams that are out this week, like the Benton Panthers, or, you know, they're a top 5 team in 6A. They're missing this week because of COVID, so they're out. Bentonville West, a 7A team, same thing. They're out. So, but in 5A, there, you know, every team in our conference is playing in the playoffs this week. So you look at Farmington. Now this is a big matchup here. Farmington's at Valley View. Valley View's over in that conference over in that Eastern Conference, with this Brookland team comes from. They're over there with Newport, and they're over there with Batesville, who we saw earlier in the year. You know, Valley View has won that conference, I think, 2 or 3 of the last 4 years. This year, they just finished behind a couple of really good teams. So Farmington's going to have their hands full. Farmington, you know, scored 3 points against Alma last week. So, You know, they're pretty one-dimensional. We saw that. They are a good football team. They've got some good players. We saw that, some really good-looking football players. But they can't throw the ball very well. So, you know, if you're able to stack the box and can shut down the run, Farmington doesn't have a lot of options. So I expect Valley View to win that game, which will put them playing in Pulaski Academy next Friday night.
Tall order.
It is. And, you know, if we were to win tonight and we were to win next week, beating the winner of Pea Ridge and Magnolia, we would play the winner of that game. So, you know, week 3 is Pulaski Academy.
Which I want to mention, too. We talked about this yesterday, Matt. All these teams that are supposed to win, you know, you look at 7A Bryant,
right.
You know, Bentonville's good, Pulaski Academy here in 5A. They should win, but with this COVID season, you have no idea
Right.
if you're going to be down 20 players 1 week or not.
Right, and there's two facets to that. Number one, you see a Benton team who can't even put together a team because of it. And then the other side of that is, like Magnolia, you look at Pea Ridge going to Magnolia, you think, well, Magnolia ought to win that game. But we don't. I mean, Magnolia may be playing with a bunch of ninth grade. We don't know what team's out on the field.
Wait. Pea Ridge is going to win that game. I am Pea Ridge Talon, and Pea Ridge Talon has faith in Pea Ridge because Talon wants another home game next week.
Yeah, that would be awesome, too, because after the first week, it goes strictly to seeding. So regardless of where you're at in the bracket, as far as top or bottom of the matchup, it's going to go to the seed. So if Pea Ridge can go down there and beat Magnolia, we'll be here in the John Hawks Memorial Field, Panther Stadium next week.
Yeah, and I hope we are. But if we're not, we're going to be at the road on to Magnolia. And we do love a good road trip here at the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
We do have a good time on the road. Other games in from our conference in the 5A this week in the playoffs is Hope is over at Morrilton. Morrilton, you know, pretty big favorite in that one. Alma is down in Texarkana. Texarkana's 5-0. So they're going to be picked to probably not win that game. Clarksville, here's another close or good matchup. Clarksville and Greene County Tech. On paper, you look Greene County Tech's 6-4, Clarksville 3-6. I think the quality of competition that Clarksville's played this year versus Greene County Tech is significantly better. I would not be surprised to see Clarksville win that football game, especially it appears that they're playing really good football late, beating a Morrilton team last Friday night. I actually picked Clarksville to win that game to go on to play Little Rock Christian next week. And
I think y'all covered this about Morrilton. They have a couple of defensive players out.
Yeah,
Morrilton's
got a few starters out. I think that has made, you know, really hindered them in the matchup, such like last week with Clarksville. You know, and that's going to, you know, could play a role with the game. I really don't expect it to slow them down with Hope. Hope's just not very good. One last game from our conference, though, and that is the Valonia Eagles, the now 4th seed after losing to the Greenbrier Panthers last Friday.
What a game. What a game.
Yeah. Valonia's got Watson Chapel in Valonia tonight. Now, that is a matchup of two really good teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Watson Chapel's coming over from that central conference where, you know, Pulaski Academy, Little Rock Christian, Whitehall. I mean, that's probably as good as it gets, conference-wide in 5A. So, you know, that Watson Chapel team probably be at the top at some conferences. So, Valonia's going to have their hands full. I think Valonia can beat them. I think I picked Watson Chapel to win that game. But it's at Valonia, and, you know, they're good at home.
If they can figure out what's going on with their quarterback, I mean, they can be that complete team that everyone saw earlier in the year.
We saw him last Friday night on the sidelines. He was wrapped up pretty good. I don't expect to see him play tonight. But, you know, the running that Wildcat is efficient. I mean, it's effective. You know, they do a good job with it.
Tell you what, we're going to hit a 30-second break, and when we come back, we're going to head down to the field and talk to Sean Mathis. Stay with us.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
Test, 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 test.
We are in for a good one tonight, and I am pretty excited about it, Matt. And we have our very own Sean Mathis down on the sidelines. Sean, how are you doing down there?
Hey, I'm doing great, Talon. I mean, you know, we're starting to kick off this game. Hey, the teams are in the locker room. They're making their final preparations. Hey, it's a great night for football, man. I don't know who's more excited, the kids or me.
Well, Sean, absolutely. So what's the feel down there on the field? You said that word excitement. What other emotions are there as Greenbrier starts the playoff season, and quite frankly, a playoff season that we never thought we'd get to?
Yeah, I think just really an excitement, because if you go back to last year, this football team actually missed the playoffs for the first time in a long time, and so now to be back playing in the playoffs, I think it's kind of one of those things where, you know, we're not taking it for granted. We're happy to be here, even with all the things that have gone on with COVID this year. We're just happy to be playing this game and to get a home game, you know, and that's the big thing, being a 3 seed and getting a home game. That's a huge deal, especially for the first round of the playoffs. And then hopefully, you know, we take care of business tonight, as you guys have talked about, and then we'll be ready to move on to next week. And like I said, hopefully maybe P Ridge can pull an upset, or if not, you know, P Ridge pulls the upset, we'll be at home. But if not, we'll take it to Magnolia and be ready to take on a Magnolia team next week.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Sean. A lot of exciting things to come. And, you know, we look at the Ricochet weather report. It's 50 degrees down there. How are you feeling? Is that really chilly to you? Or do you think this is football weather?
Yeah, this is football weather. As Junk would say, this really is football weather. And it's kind of one of those things, when you're sitting in the stands, it's not real warm. It's kind of cold when you're sitting there. But, hey, if you're in the game and you're playing, hey, man, you're hyped. You're ready to go. And I know these kids are going to come out fired up and ready to play.
Absolutely, Sean. Thank you for joining us and being the sideline reporter tonight. It's a new thing that we get to introduce here in the first round of the playoffs. Sean, we're going to send it back up to the booth. Thank you for giving us a good report.
Yeah, let's send it back to the booth. This is Sean Mathis for the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
Great job, Talon. That was awesome to get Sean on there. Really cool, man. Really good addition to our show. I tell you what, man. I tell you what I'm excited about. We've got another addition to our show that we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, and it's an exciting one. A little bit of a preview of it last night, and a couple of additions even last night.
Yeah, man,
late in the night.
As good as it was for the basketball game last night, the changes he made to it. I mean, I tell you what, I'm just super impressed with what Sean did with this scoreboard on the broadcast that you'll see tonight as you watch the game. You'll really, I think you'll really appreciate the additions, and you'll notice.
It's very noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely. And, you know, what a great job Sean Mathis does for us here at the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. You know, everyone out there, I know that I believe we have some Brookland people watching tonight. I know we have our Greenbrier base watching. We thank every single one of you for being on this journey with us this year. It's been an exciting one as we enter the playoffs. And Sean Mathis and J.B. Brazil, Mike Baker, Matt McJunkins, and myself, Talon Newton, we've done the best we can to provide the best broadcast we can. Really and truly, without you fans at home, it wouldn't be possible. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with your friends. Let everyone know about it, because we put a lot of work into it, and we really appreciate everyone at home. So, JB, why don't we take a look at the keys to the game real quick?
Sure, here we are. Matt, we'll let you take us away here with the keys to the game since you came up with them.
Yeah, Swanky Southern keys to the game. Appreciate Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon for sponsoring this section of our show, and be sure and go check them out. They've got their brick and mortar store up now. Let's just be honest. This Brookland team's coming in. they're just glad to be playing football tonight with everything that they're combating. So, we should handle this game. To do this though, we need to get in a rhythm early. We need to go out there, get things flowing, get the momentum going on our side. Keep the turnovers and mistakes out of the game. Let's get this rhythm going. Number 2, don't turn the ball over. When you got a little bit of a mismatch, turning the ball over is how you level the playing field. And number 3, score early and score often. I expect us to come out tonight. I expect us to score a lot of points in the first half. And if we do that, I think we'll have a good game tonight. Hey, I think we got the prayer and the national anthem coming up.
And I pray that you keep all the players on the field safe. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Lydia. Now the national anthem. Next will be
Marching band, man, they're so good. I really enjoy when they play.
And they do a really great job, I know Miss Church and Miss Wells, and I believe it's Mr. Strickland is the other band teacher over there. I did not know him as well. That's why I was a little weary on his name. But they do a great job over there. Greenbrier always comes away with some kind of an award, it feels like, in band every year at their marching competitions, which I don't know if they have those due to COVID this year.
I don't know either. Unfortunately, too, we're always able to get some of the halftime performance from the band on our network. So be sure and check them out at halftime tonight.
And I'm sure we'll have our very own Stuttgart Carl on at halftime as well. As I know he's excited. Stuttgart finished, 9-0?
Yeah, that team was 0-9 last year.
Mm-hmm.
They were 0-9, had a freshman class last year who hadn't lost a game since, I believe, the sixth grade.
Wow.
That grade moves up to high school this year.
It does well.
And they're 9-0. 1 or 2. They're ranked 1 or 2 in the state. I have them at number 1 in the state. So does Wilcox in our Between the Mats podcast.
In their respective division.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Conference.
Which is honestly good news if you're a Brookland fan, knowing that you've got a lot of freshmen that are playing tonight.
Right.
It may not go well tonight if you're Brookland,
Right.
but looking for the future,
Sure.
that's getting some experience for some young guys to come in and contribute in a couple of years.
That's right, and that's what I was saying earlier about this sophomore running back being their leading performer through the season. You got a sophomore with 800 yards. You've got some ninth graders you feel like can come help your high school team. Like I said, the future could be bright for this Brookland team. They've only been playing football since 2012, I think. They were 4A until this year. They moved up to 5A this year.
Big step.
It's a huge step. So we're going to have our Bleacher Bling coin toss here shortly, waiting on the players to come out.
I want to go back to the weather report back there, the Ricochet weather report. They do some great stuff. Matt, you're going to the deer woods in the morning, and you got some deer corn over there just the other day, did you not?
I sure did over at Ricochet. I did,
Outdoors.
man. You know, I get everything from Ricochet. I mean, you know, if they served hamburgers, I'd eat there. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, Will's a close friend of mine, so I'll call Will up and say, "Hey, you got this?" And he'll say, "Well, of course I've got it."
Of course.
If they ain't got, because you know what I always say, if they ain't Ricochet, you don't need it.
Is that what you always say, Matt?
Man, that's what I always say.
That's what Matt always says.
So, you know, they do have a ton of stuff. In that area of goods is hard to find right now. Your ammo, guns, boats, things like that. I mean, Will's selling boats, and their boats are like way behind on getting them in, but they're still selling them just because people are really seems like this COVID deal has really got people buying boats, getting outdoors, and I'm sure the same thing with hunting this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Ricochet Outdoors, for the great weather report. It's 50 degrees outside, and it feels just a bit warmer here in the booth. Thank the Lord.
I'm hoping it's this cool in the morning, Talon, because me and old Clint, we're leaving at 2:30 tonight.
Or is that in the morning?
Well, it would be in the morning, but it would still be in the night. We're going to go down to Mineral Springs, actually Saratoga, outside of Mineral Springs, and we're going to spend the weekend hunting with my family down there.
We're going to go ahead and hit a break, everybody. Please stay with us as you're listening to the Old Bart's pregame.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. Thank you all for joining us as the seniors take the field to do our Bleacher Bling coin toss. Bleacher Bling earlier this season made JB and myself some really nice masks for us to take on the road to Greenwood for the volleyball state playoffs. So we appreciate Bleacher Bling and everything that they do. But all of the seniors out there, great to see them out there. Most all are on the sideline except for Noah Hogan, who will be the head captain, and Ashton White is out there, and alongside him is number 58, Thomas Shaw, and then you have Andrew Hare, Jacob Yassine, Brandon Beck, Hayden Simpson, Caleb Holmes, then you have Austin Duvall, you have Logan Hennington, JP Engelkiss. It looks like Jeremy Hardcastle, Tanner Collins, Trey Havens, and Cody Powell. Trey Havens, Cody Powell are both hurt tonight and will not be out on the field with their fellow Panthers. We hope a fast and speedy recovery for those guys.
Talon with our Bleacher Bling coin toss, the Panthers are going to get the ball to start the game.
They are. Guys, one thing I wanted to mention, as our Panthers are getting ready to come out of the Panther Head, this may be the very last time that all those seniors get to play and come out of the Panther Head. Yeah.
And it might be my last broadcast here in Greenbrier, Arkansas for football season. So, as I will be moving on to Fayetteville next year. But exciting futures ahead for both myself and the future of this Greenbrier Panthers program.
Looking forward to a great game tonight. You know, I know Cooper Wilcox is ready to get out there and throw the ball. You know, Trey Havens, I think he's been a little hurt. Doesn't look like he's going to play tonight. Maybe got a foot injury. And also Cody Powell down there injured. But, you know, I expect to see a lot of Nick Hewitt tonight run the ball, maybe Dawson Spencer some. Expect to see a lot of guys making a lot of plays tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I expect to see a lot of defensive players maybe you haven't even heard before. I think tonight's going to be a big defensive night for the Greenbrier Panthers. I have that feeling. Waking up this morning, being here tonight, I think our defense is going to have a show tonight.
Yeah, I think so too, Tanner. Good to see you. The two quarterbacks with the flags. You got Matt. That's what I said, Matt. But you got Cooper Wilcox with the Panthers flag and Noah Hogan with the United States flag. Old Glory there, and you know, those guys are teammates. They're good friends. They're really close friends.
Yeah.
And both quarterbacks, it's great to see them have that relationship.
You know, I talked to Noah Hogan a little bit before the game earlier this afternoon, and he said they were feeling really good as a team. They felt confident in themselves, felt confident in each other, and they were excited about tonight.
Yeah, Matt said the same thing about that. Cooper said that they were really feeling good, had a good week of practice, and that they're really ready to go play ball tonight.
So, an exciting start to the Greenbrier Panthers playoffs is expected here as Brookland will line up to kick the football. They are wearing the white tops and the red pants, Greenbrier in the blue tops and the blue pants. It's going to be an onside kick, but Greenbrier recovers at the 39. Greenbrier 1st and 10 with good field position to start tonight.
Yeah, great job just getting on the ball there. Getting possession of it for the Panthers. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to expect to see stuff like that all night from Brookland. You know, they're out here. They've put together a team, you know, with this COVID-stricken, or not even COVID, just the quarantine. You know, they've got their down players. So
28 to be exact.
Yeah, so they've got to, you know, they're going to do whatever they can to get an advantage here.
So Greenbrier will start with the ball on the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Cooper Wilcox is your quarterback. Alongside him is Nick Hewitt at the running back position. It's going to be a handoff to him. He's going to bust it up the middle with plenty of room to run. Hits a kid and keeps moving. He's going to pick up 11, maybe 12, and it's a Greenbrier 1st down.
Good job by Nick right there. Great job by the O-line to give him a little seam there. Of course, you know, it's always fun watching Nick run the ball because when he gets to that second level, he's usually looking for somebody to run through. And a great first play of this playoffs for our offense to pick up a 1st down.
That's exactly right. There will be a flag.
It's on them, I believe. Can you line up in the neutral zone and be a penalty if the ball hadn't been snapped?
See, that's what I was curious about.
As long as you don't touch the other
that's
team.
Kind of what I was thinking, you know. Maybe he bumped helmets or something.
Greenbrier will switch it up, the formation, from what they showed on the last play. They're going to hand the ball off to the right side. Nick Hewitt's going to take it. He won't get much of anywhere, though. It's going to be now second and about 6 for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'd expect this Brookland team to probably key our run game. You know, when you're playing somebody in a different conference, you don't really know a whole lot about them, so you kind of go back and look and see what they've done all season and what they look at stats and stuff. We've got a lot of guys, or at least a couple of guys with a lot of yards on the ground, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to key our run game.
Trey Havens with over 1,000 yards and Nick Hewitt with over 500 or close to it. They're going to roll him out to the left in motion. Good blocks out there as the pass is complete to Carter McElhaney, who stays on his feet and goes out of bounds after he picks up another Greenbrier first down.
Yeah, good job by Carter right there. Good job by Cooper to get the ball to him. Carter went and got that extra yardage to move the sticks.
Greenbrier, 2 solid plays out of the first 3 here. Positive yards, except for one play was maybe you lost half a yard on it, but Greenbrier's looked pretty solid coming
And, if
out.
we can throw the ball a little bit like that'll really open up that run game.
It's going to be a handoff this time to the gut. Nick Hewitt again. He's going to stay on his feet. He's going to get piled up after about 15 yards, and Greenbrier moves the chains again.
Yeah, Nick's so hard to take down. You saw how many times he got hit right there. He's just such a good, hard runner that, you gotta really wrap him up if you're going to take him down.
Greenbrier's really kind of taking their time on offense. No need to rush anything. They've been really kind of slow here.
Yeah, well, they want to come out and play clean. They don't want to make any mistakes.
They're going to throw it to J.P. Engelkist, wide open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Greenbrier. It was a slip play out to the right side. J.P. took off. Touchdown, Greenbrier. They go up with 9:54 left to play, 6-0.
Great job right there by Cooper Wilcox to see his guy going to be open there in the end zone. Gets the ball just over the defender into J.P.'s hands in the end zone for a touchdown.
Noah Hogan will come out to hold, and Trey Cox will be out to kick for the Panthers. It's a good snap. It's a clean hold. Ball is up and through the uprights. Greenbrier goes up 7-0. JB, let's take a quick timeout and hear a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back in beautiful Greenbrier, Arkansas. Thank you all for joining us. For those of you who are at home or wherever you tune in to listen to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Greenbrier scores still 9:54 left on the clock here in the first quarter.
Great job right there by the offense. Cooper 2 for 2 on that drive with the touchdown pass. Some great runs by Nick Hewitt, led by the offensive line. Just a really good series to open this game.
And Trey Cox will be out to kick it for the Panthers. He's going to boot it deep. He's going to go back out to the 12-yard line, and it's a good catch there. But he's going to break it out to the right. He's got room to run. He stays in bounds, but then is pushed out by Dawson Spencer at the 41. Greenbrier struggled on the kick return a lot this season.
Yeah, their kickoff team, hasn't been real good on the kick coverage. I say that. They haven't been terrible, but – we've had a few that got through, but we've also had a few, get them down on 9 or 10 yard line. So, losing your kicker hurts, but Trey has done a good job of coming in and filling that role. Time to see this defense.
1st and 10 now from the 41. Brookland's going to bring a man in motion, set him up on the left. It's going to be a tight bunch. They're going to run out that way and pitch it quick. Greenbrier's going to be all over it. And they're going to lose probably 3 yards.
Great job, flying to the football right there, reading that outside pitch and reacting to it. they're going to have a tough time if trying to get the ball outside on this group.
Lamberson is the quarterback. He is a senior. I would like to assume that he's been the starter all season. With so many players out, there's so many uncertainties. He's going to take a snap and hand it off to the left, but he keeps it instead and goes up the middle with it. Nowhere to go, no room at all.
No, it just picks up about 2 yards there, just really getting back into the line of scrimmage and picking up a couple extra there. Great job by this Panther defense to swallow him up. Force a 3rd and 9 here.
Looks like Caden Matthews is at the running back position. They're going to bootleg over here to the right side. Looking downfield, puts the ball in the air. Oh, when it's almost intercepted.
Dawson Spencer, did a good job of breaking that up. Tried to pick it off, and Jeremy Hardcastle was sitting there waiting for it. We would have picked that, but great job by Dawson to make a good defensive play.
I love that. Attack the football. Go after it,
Yeah, and he threw that into about quadruple coverage right there.
If Hardcastle sticks with it, he probably is going to get his tonight. A lot of trickery here, but looks like they're going to punt the football, and they will. It's a high flyer. Fair catch is called for. Carter McElhaney makes the catch on the 24. Greenbrier is going to set up now 1st and 10 after a 3 and out from the Bearcats.
Great job by this defense. We talked about that before the game. We expected to see this defense really come out and control the game, and that's just exactly what they did right there. Looking forward to seeing Cooper and this offense come out and maybe pick up another score right here in the first quarter.
Absolutely. Cooper looked solid. 2 really accurate throws on the last drive.
Yeah, he looks real comfortable tonight.
That's something we talked about. All these guys, they feel good coming into this game, and whenever you can feel good, your confidence is built up, you kind of feel like there's nothing that you can't do.
Sure, that's exactly right.
Cooper's going to take the snap, but he's going to keep it this time, running to the left, and he's got wheels. He makes a man miss. He stays on his feet, and he keeps on his feet. He's going to try and work out his way out of bounds, and he finally does at the 39. That's going to be a 1st down for the Panthers.
Great run by Cooper right there to stay on his feet, and great job of hanging on to the football. They were really trying to get that thing out. Great 1st down. Good read, too.
That's something that I wish we could have seen more out of him this year was Cooper just keeping the ball and running with it because he's such a talented athlete.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Greenbrier's going to take a sniffer this time and hand it off to the left. I think it's Dawson Spencer who's in there at running back now. He's going to pick up probably 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah, good job to pick up a little bit right there on 1st down. It looked like if he'd have just stepped outside one more step, he had a gap there, cut it up, and just got what he could.
Greenbrier's going to stack the receivers on the short side of the field. It's going to be a quick pass out to the right side. It's Reed Nixon. He's got plenty of room to run. He gets the 40. He's going to go to the 30. He's got one man to beat. He gets out to the 20, and he's tackled at the 15-yard line.
Great catch. Great throw and catch right there. That corner, he gambled. He went for the ball, and when he did, Reed was wide open after he snatched it up and got a really big gain right there.
Greenbrier will move quick here and try and catch Brookland. And they do. Dawson Spencer's going to run it to the left. Plenty of room. Cuts it back up into the middle. It looks like he's into the end zone waiting for a signal. Touchdown, Greenbrier. 13-0. Greenbrier scores after a Dawson Spencer run.
Good run by Dawson right there. Had a big hole to run through and then cut it back up. But when he got to the 2nd level, got hit, stayed on his feet, got over into the end zone to score.
That's what you love to see out of your 3rd string running back whenever your 1st string goes down, just the 3rd string picking it up.
Yeah, well, we love to see Nick run the ball, but Nick's such a big part of this defense. You'd like to keep him, as much as you can on defense, and Dawson being able to run the ball effectively like that really allows you to do that.
They're telling Noah Hogan that he can't be on the play.
So I guess we're going to go for it.
So I don't know why they pulled Noah Hogan off of the play.
I don't either.
Is Cooper out there? I don't see him.
No, they got that heavy set. They got the Wild Rhino in.
The Wild Rhino. And Hayden Simpson.
Yeah, Hayden Simpson's the running back.
He does, I don't know what to do. Just
catch the ball.
Just catch the ball and go.
Oh, we got to have Nick out there.
We're gonna
have to call timeout.
Oh, that hurts a lot for the
Timeout on
Greenbrier Panthers. We're going to have to call a timeout on the extra point as a lot of miscommunication happens. Noah Hogan was forced to be taken off the field.
So if you call timeout, does he get to go back on? But of course, we don't know why he was made to come out.
Is he missing a knee pad type of situation, or was his mouthpiece not in? I didn't like it. I don't know, but we're going to hear from Steak and Shake real quick, and we'll be right back.
And to Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
We're back here in Greenbrier. Noah Hogan stays on the sideline. Nick Hewitt's going to take it out of the Wild Rhino. He's untouched and into the end zone. Greenbrier's going to be up now 15-0 over the Brookland Bearcats.
Yeah, Talon, that's something we haven't seen a lot this year, us going for two. But, with our holder having to come to the sideline, we really didn't have a choice.
No, we didn't. Yeah, I don't think that there's another holder on this team.
I don't know of any, and surely somebody has done it. You would think you'd have a backup
in
holder.
the 9th grade, you did it one time, and
yeah, right. It's kind of like that punter that punted 3 years ago. So when your punter gets hurt, you put him in.
Hey, who punted a football one time? Who punts in pickup football?
Yeah, who punted in 9th grade?
Greenbrier will kick it off. Trey Cox is out there to kick it now for a second time.
Great job by this Panther offense to come out and 2 quick scores. I mean, it's been less than 5 minutes, and we've got 15 points in the ball.
And Greenbrier's going to go quick with an onside kick. It's not going to quite go 10
yards,
and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 49, just a yard short.
That's kind of a strange time to kick an onside kick.
It is, yeah. You score. I mean, there's a lot of faith in this defense, though.
Yeah.
A lot of faith in the Greenbrier defense.
You're not worried. Yeah, you're not real worried. I mean, you expect them to go out there with a Brookland team who has, really down players. I mean, you feel for them and respect them for coming out here and putting a team together and coming out here and playing.
They were determined to play as they brought up 13 freshmen to play in tonight's football game.
And I love it that they want to play football.
They're going to bring a man in motion, but hand it off up the gut. Greenbrier's there and makes the stop. It's J.P. Engelkiss.
Good job by J.P. having a great night already, huh?
Touchdown and a big tackle for a loss there. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats.
Sounds like maybe Tanner got in on that play a little bit too, which is no surprise.
No surprise at all for the Greenbrier Panthers. It's going to be a throw out here to the right side, and it's Preston Riddle.
Preston Riddle.
A big tackle in the backfield.
Let me tell you, Preston Riddle was the beast of the week.
The beast of the week, as
and they do the beast of the week every week. And his good friend Cooper Wilcox told me, "Hey, be sure and tell everybody that Preston Riddle was the beast of the week." And I said, "Hey, I'd be glad to." Good friend of his dad's a good friend. Real proud of Preston. Good to see him playing some ball here tonight and making plays.
Absolutely, at the safety position back there, filling in for Trey Havens. They're going to look to throw the football, and they throw it quick. It's a wide receiver screen up the middle. Hayden Simpson is there to make the tackle, and it's going to be now 4th and 11 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, this defense is flying around making plays.
He's brought down by number 34, Hayden Simpson, 4th down and 11.
Greenbrier's looked good every single play on defense so far in this contest. Been flying around, like you said, Matt, just bodies everywhere and doing a really great job.
Yeah, they really look good.
And the Bearcats are going to go for it. They're going to throw it deep, wide open. Man, it's over his outside shoulder, and he drops it. Well, he didn't drop it, but it went.
I'm glad he didn't catch it. But man, what a heck of a play by their offense to I mean, it was wide open. He just couldn't quite connect with him. But, hey, I'm the same way. If I'm them, I come out here, I do whatever I can. I start slinging it.
Take a shot.
Yeah,
well,
there's nothing to lose. You're on the road. You're on the road. You got nothing to lose. Absolutely.
Man had separation. He was there.
Oh, he was open.
Good throw, and he's taking it to the house.
And a good time to do it. I mean, you're on our side of the field.
That
down two scores.
Yeah.
You
hadn't been able to stop
the
run game.
That's right.
You got to try something.
You punt it right here, you pick up 30 yards. And, hadn't been able to stop that. So
this time they're going to hand it off to the right side. Nick Hewitt's got plenty of room. Busts it back to the left. He stays on his feet. Safety tries to make the tackle but can't, and he's going to take 3 guys down with him. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers after a huge pickup from Nick Hewitt. Greenbrier sets up now on the 23-yard line.
Great run by Nick. Man, I tell you what, it was wide open. There was a great hold there. He flew through there. And, of course, once he hit second level, he's tough to bring down.
Greenbrier's going to go quick. They're going to hand it off this time up the middle. He's going to bust it back to the right, bust it back to the left, and it's Nick Hewitt staying on his feet and picking up another 1st down for the Greenbrier Panthers.
I wouldn't be surprised to not see I wouldn't be surprised to see Dawson Spencer come in here pretty quick and pretty much handle this run game. Because, when you get up early, you want to protect guys like that are big on your defense and when you don't have to have them,
We're going to roll out to the right. It's going to be a short throw to J.P. Engelkist, and he's going to rack up his 2nd touchdown of the night.
J.P. not one that we've seen a ton of catches this year, but that's twice now he's scored in this first quarter.
Already 2 touchdowns tonight against the Bearcats.
And Cooper's perfect on the night passing.
Yeah, Cooper pulls it there, bootlegs to the right side, and it's just a beautiful throw right to where JP needed it to run into the end zone. And this time Noah Hogan will come out with the kicking team, and they're going to let him stay.
That's good to know that there's nothing majorly wrong, He can come back out.
It's a low snap and a good hold for the Panthers, and Trey Cox puts it through the uprights. It's going to be now 22-0. We're going to take a quick timeout break, and we'll be back with Greenbrier football presented by American Safeguard Insurance and First Security Bank.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
Oh, no.
We are back here in Greenbrier as we are checking the scores across the leagues. A lot of action here on the 5A and a lot more than a lot of the other conferences around the state. Greenbrier has a lot, not Greenbrier, but the 5A has a lot of playoff games that was covered in the Between the Mats podcast. Be sure to check that out. If you like high school sports, you'll love the Between the Mats podcast as Greenbrier kicks it off.
Stay in bounds, and it doesn't.
Trey Cox will kick it off, and it will go out of bounds as our own Matt McJunkins, Junk Vegas, points out.
Junk Vegas. Hey, if you're listening or watching if you're watching the network tonight from Brookland, we appreciate you guys viewing, and we appreciate your team being here tonight and coming out and playing football, and we hope that you guys enjoy it and have a good night.
And we try our best to bring the best product that we can to you guys at home. And just like Matt said, thank you all for joining us as the Bearcats come out in a tight formation. Twins to the right, but it's close to the offensive line and tied into that side. They'll run it to the opposite side. He has plenty of room to run. He's going to break it up. He's going to be pulled down by Jeremy Hardcastle at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, they put all that eye candy over there on the other side, overloaded that other side, and we kind of bit for it a little bit. All it was a distraction to run it to that weak side.
And that's Joseph Wright, the big running back we talked a little bit about in the pregame. As he's going to get it this time, and he's going to bust it out to the right.
He's a sophomore.
Yards. Yeah, a sophomore. A really great running back, especially as a sophomore. I don't feel like we talked about him much in those first 2 possessions.
I don't think we saw him.
Yeah, I don't think we did. They're going to stick with the tight bunch as it's worked so far. This time they're going to hand it off to the right side. Good blocks. Running back stays on his feet, and it looks like he's going to pick up a first down on the 30-yard line.
Number 27 there running the ball.
That is Caden Matthews on the run for Brookland as they're going to set up now 1st and 10 from the 30. They've been running the ball well in these last few plays. They're going to stick with the formation that they like, run it to the left side this time. Greenbrier's going to be there after a 3-yard pickup from Matthews.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of getting a little bit of penetration up front, a little bit of movement. And, they're making some plays. We need to buckle up a little bit on defense right here and get the ball back.
And now Joseph Wright will come back into the game. Colin Lamberson is still at quarterback. They're going to go with a heavy bunch and hand it off to the right side, the heavy side. There's a flag on the field, but number 2 for Greenbrier, that's Matthew Bernard who's out there playing a little bit of defense, making a tackle.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be holding on them. We're going to bring that back. It's a tough penalty right there. That's going to really put them in the long down, 2nd down.
And throwing the football has not been to their advantage.
It's good to see. Some guys that hadn't played a whole lot this year. Some of the younger guys getting out there and getting some playing time.
Yeah,
I expect to see that a lot.
If you're Brookland here, though, that's not what you wanted to do. You finally started driving a little bit. Can't shoot yourself in the foot there.
That's right. That's right. You had a really good drive, and that kind of kills it. They got this back playing quarterback, running that Wildcat.
He's got a good stiff arm, and he picks up.
Nothing.
He doesn't give anything. He gets back to where they originally started.
Is that 25? Is that
that was that is Joseph Wright.
Yeah, good running back. Just didn't have anywhere to go right there.
So I was trying to see how many freshmen are on this Bearcats offensive line, and I've seen one so far. And now 2, Peyton Grimes. I believe he's the right guard or maybe the right tackle. But that is a freshman for the Bearcats. They're going to take a timeout, and we're going to see what Steak and Shake has to say. We'll be right back.
And a Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
We are back here at John Hawks Memorial Field. As I look out to my right side through my right window, I see a beautiful indoor facility that Greenbrier's been able to put up this year. A really great community relationship here in this town and with this Greenbrier Panthers football program. So many people invested into this program, and so many student athletes invested into what these coaches are selling here in Greenbrier, doing a great job as a program. You know, you finish up 3rd in a really good West Division in the 5A, and you get a home game, playoffs. Not what you thought you'd see, but glad you get to see it.
You know, Talon, we were a touchdown against Harrison from finishing the 1 seed.
Yep, we were. And that was a tough loss for the Greenbrier Panthers. They're going to look to throw it over the middle, but it looks like it's tipped by Tanner Collins.
Good job. Hey, they would have had an open receiver right there. But good job by Tanner to get his hand on the ball and bring up 4th and about 17 here?
4th and 17. That's right. Coach Flake lets us know. It's going to be now 4th and 17 for the Bearcats. It looks like they're going to keep their offense out, bring a man in motion. It's a heavy blitz. They're going to throw it. They're going to air it out. Oh, and it looks like it's just dropped by the receiver. He had it that time. It was a good pass, but it falls incomplete. Greenbrier's going to set up on the 37-yard line.
Good coverage right there by Preston Riddle, and able to stay with the receiver and force him to have to look over him, try to find the ball.
Yeah, just put his body kind of in the way as much as he possibly could, and Preston Riddle really stepping up here tonight.
I like to see that, man.
So worried that I'm going to say his older brother's name. I went to high school with his older brother, and I keep thinking, oh, what's his first name? What's his first name? What's his first name? I don't want to get it wrong. But Greenbrier off to an exciting start in the first quarter as that's 22-0. They're going to hand it off this time up the gut. And it looks like Dawson Spencer never went down. He's just staying on his feet, and he's going to –
Uh-oh, we got one down. Is that Brandon?
I think that's Caleb Holmes maybe.
Oh, okay. I hate to see him hurting.
Especially being a senior.
Yeah.
Looks like he's okay.
He's
a tough kid. He's a tough kid for sure.
Yeah.
He absolutely is, and
glad to see him up walking around. Looks like he might come over and kind of take a spell and maybe work it out a little bit, but it looks like he's okay. He's just kind of hobbling around a little bit.
And Greenbrier is going to bring in our very own Stuttgart Carl's son, Jackson Spears, number 77, to fill the shoes of Caleb Holmes. And they're going to run it to that side on the left. Dawson Spencer has plenty of room. He breaks free. He hits the 40, and he's going to be brought down on the 34. They ran it to that side that Jackson Spears came in on and Caleb Holmes came out of.
He made a great block. He turned his guy in and opened up the hole. And, man, Dawson looked good running the ball right there. Let me tell you, he got out there quick.
Fast. That's exactly right, yeah. A lot of fast players. A lot of fast young players on this Greenbrier team. Greenbrier's going to stick with that sniffer pistol set that they like, and they're going to hand it off up the gut this time. Dawson Spencer again, plenty of room to go, and he's going to get a first down for the Panthers.
Great job running the ball again. Good job by the offensive line to get a great push, open it up, and Dawson did a good job picking up that first down.
And Dustin Hall, number 62. I don't know if
you
you
see that?
noticed
I did.
that. He pushed him. Him much further than Dawson Spencer went. Yes.
I was just about to say something, I didn't. He blocked about 15 yards downfield.
It's going to be kept this time by Cooper Wilcox, and he's going to be brought down quick. He read that there wasn't much room to go to the right with the handoff, so he kept it himself.
He kept that because there was somebody about to hit his back, so just got what he could. And he picked up a yard, you know. They did a good job of just being back there, though, and covering us up.
This time, Greenbrier's not going to keep a sniffer. Cooper Wilcox is going to drop back, step up, throws it over the middle. Thatcher Strack, touchdown, Greenbrier. Another passing touchdown, and Cooper stays perfect on the night.
What a great pass. He was getting rushed, and he just looked at ease, like he was never concerned.
There was not even a defense on the field.
And just laid it up over there, and great pass. You know, like you said, Cooper's perfect on the night, 3 for 3 touchdowns. I guess he's probably 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 on his passing.
And Cox is going to go out there and kick it. It's a good snap, good hold, and a good kick. Greenbrier is going to be up now 29-0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more Greenbrier football presented by American Safeguard Insurance and First Security Bank.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back in beautiful, beautiful Greenbrier, Arkansas. 50 degrees, beautiful football weather. These guys are excited after putting up, I thought it's 29-0.
It should be.
Because of the 2-point conversion that was had earlier in the game.
We didn't miss the extra point. No, we made the extra point. Yep. Should be 29.
Should be 29-0. We have scores all across the league as Trey Cox kicks it off, and it looks like the Bearcats will return it this time. But that's number 25, Austin Duvall, making a big tackle in the backfield. The senior that got to be a captain tonight. How exciting for him.
Great job there by Austin. Good job to make a play there. We got them pinned back on about the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. Great job to see a senior come out and make a big play.
Yeah, an open field tackle. I don't know if you've ever tried tackling someone in the open field, Matt, in all of your football years, but it's not the easiest thing to do.
I may have a time or two, at least tried. You know, when you're a defensive lineman and you got an open field with a back, you're really at a disadvantage.
You get a little nervous,
you
maybe?
do. You're just like, please don't make me fall on my face.
It is now 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Bearcats. It's going to be a false start. I felt that they were early as well. They'll be backed up 5 and not in a good position to start this drive.
Brookland just keeps shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, Brookland is not out to a great start as they're going to bring a man in motion and hand it off up the gut to Wright. Greenbrier is going to be there after what it looks to be is about a 6-yard pickup from Joseph Wright. That was a good run out to the right side. You know, our safeties, that's the second time he's had a stiff arm and made a good tackle in the backfield. I mean, made a good missed tackle in the backfield. And it looks like they're going to go backwards. Ball might be on the ground. A little bit of confusion. They're going to give it to Greenbrier. Greenbrier's got the ball now with 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's 1st and goal for the Panthers after a fumble and a recovery from Greenbrier.
That's a huge turnover. Brookland just, again, they hadn't protected the ball very well. And even looking, you know, in that whole play, it seems like they've been doing it all night.
Greenbrier's been doing a really great job of getting back into the backfield of the Bearcats.
Yeah.
And Greenbrier's going to hand it off up the gut this time. It's Nick Hewitt, but he's going to be stopped after a pickup of about 1 yard.
Nowhere to go right there for Nick.
And it looks like someone just swung on Josh Robinson, but they won't say anything. As that brings us to the end of the first quarter, we are going to take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with the Chef Lynn's quarterly recap.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And at the end of the first quarter, Greenbrier is ahead 28-0. And thanks to Chef Lynn's for the quarterly recap, Greenbrier does a lot of great offensive things. And correction, it is 29-0 as Greenbrier did go for 2 after Noah Hogan, a little bit of a miscommunication maybe. On an extra point, we had to go for 2. And Greenbrier got it out of the Rhino set as Chef Lynn's, the quarterly recap, is 29-0. And Nick Hewitt takes it to the right side and punches it into the end zone.
Flag on the ground.
Big flag out of the backfield. Holding on the offense. It'll come back. Take the touchdown off the scoreboard. The white hat had it, and he was confident about it.
He's really animated.
He is, yeah. Excitable guy. I love the umpires in baseball that will take like 4 steps and they'll like do the karate chops with the fingers and out.
Ring him up. So it's going to be 2nd and 14. Maybe we get another Cooper Wilcox touchdown pass.
You'd love to see it. Cooper Wilcox having a great game tonight. It's going to now be second and goal from the Panthers from the 14. A little bit of movement in the backfield. They won't call anything, but the Bearcats are going to get back there and get back there quick. That's number 52 for the Bearcats. That's Ryan Hernandez, who got back in the backfield quick and made a good tackle.
Yeah, they brought the house right there. We got to do a better job up front.
That would have been your perfect time to throw it over.
Or he might have been running for his life.
It's going to now be third and goal for the Panthers from the 16-yard line. A lot to go. It looks like the Bearcats are going to call a timeout before the play gets started, and we're going to take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back.
And a Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
We're back. Matt, why don't you give us a few of the score updates as we have that scrolling across the bottom, but I have not seen them yet.
So the Wampus Cats are up 24-0 on Springdale. Bryant only beaten Heritage 14-7 in the first quarter. North Little Rock's up 14-0. Find some of our conference here. Camden Fairview, well, that's not us. That's BB. 28-0 over BB. They'll play Harrison next week. Greene County Tech 7-0 right now over Clarksville. Magnolia 14-0 over Pea Ridge. Texarkana 14-0 over Alma.
Cooper Wilcox going to throw it to J.P. Eagle because wide open in the back of the end zone. That's his third touchdown grab of the night. A track hit, a hat trick for J.P.
I was wondering where you'd go with that. Great play right there. For another great pass by Cooper, another great catch by J.P. Inglegus. We haven't seen him catch the ball much at all this year, but he's having a great night.
He's got 3 touchdowns already for the Greenbrier Panthers. As Greenbrier sends out the extra point team, and Noah Hogan, good hold, good snap, and the ball goes through the uprights. Greenbrier is going to be up now 36-0.
Just got an update from Sean on it sounds like Moulton's up 26-0 on Hope.
Yeah, they just kicked the extra point, so now they're 27-0.
27-0. So Valonia's up 19-0 on Watson Chapel. Valonia getting it done early over there.
Valonia up 19-0. Wow. That's a big one for sure. They really went to that sophomore quarterback a lot more towards the end of the game. I don't know if that was because they were really solely relying on the pass, but he didn't look like he was really a bad quarterback option for them moving forward to me.
That little you talking about the sophomore that threw the ball? No, he wasn't bad, but I'll tell you what, they're hard to stop with that Wildcat, with that receiver playing quarterback. And having both of those gives you an opportunity to mix it up a little bit.
Greenbrier is going to now kick off to the Bearcats. It's Trey Cox. He's going to boot it deep down the field. It's going to get out to about the 15, and the Bearcats will return it. They're going to bust it out to the right side, and Tanner Collins is going to bring them down from behind. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats on the 33-yard line.
Yeah, we're kicking the ball to about the 10, and they're getting, about 20 there. Before they got a little more, about 30. So you can see why last time we did the onside, because, for one, they're not going to get a return on the onside. And number two, you're only giving up another 10 yards maybe.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Matt, you can't say that they're not going to. I've seen it happen before with my own eyes.
Yeah, well, sure. You sure don't expect it, though.
They're going to be a motion man to the right, but Jacob Yassine's going to be there for a big tackle in the backfield. That's the senior defensive lineman, Jacob Yassine, with a big tackle.
Well, Jacob was there waiting on him when they handed it off.
The Bearcats struggling to get much of anything going on offense. They had a good drive earlier, but haven't been able to do much since. They're going to hand it off to the right side this time. Plenty of room to run. And it looks like Nick Hewitt's going to bring them down at the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. They've been running the ball all right, especially here in the latter half of the first quarter and the beginning of the second half. They're going to run it this time to the left side, and Preston Riddle's going to stand them up with the other host of Panthers and bring them down after about a 3-yard pickup. That was Caden Matthews on the run for the Bearcats.
Looked like Nick got in there on that tackle as well. Preston having a great game coming in here tonight. They're making Reed come out, looks like. I think they're really keying up on their equipment and making sure, because I found out, I think Noah earlier was missing a knee pad, and it looks like maybe Reed's got the same issue.
Well, it looks like his knee pads I think his weren't low enough. They were brought up a little bit.
You see that a lot from receivers.
They're going to run out to the right side, but it's going to be a holding call, and it's going to come back. That's an easy one.
Well, that's a drive killer for a running team.
It's going to back them up 10 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 18
You know,
for
and
the
this
Bearcats.
is something you'll see a lot. There's a lot of young guys out there. You're going to see some stuff like this that you would see earlier in a year for a lot of teams, just a little bit more sloppy.
JB, that's a really good point. But, you know, at the same time, they also played their 9th grade season. So they aren't exactly rusty. They're a little green.
Sure.
They haven't.
Well, it might be getting beat off the edge a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, they're getting beat. You got to hold them to keep them.
Yeah, that's typically when you're getting beats when you start holding.
They're going to drop back and throw it over the middle. Keaton Whitley's going to be there and tip the pass, but he won't be able to get much more than just the fingertips of his hand on the ball. But it's going to break it up, and they won't be able to complete it.
Good job there by Keaton. It's going to bring up 3rd and 18 here?
3rd and 18 for the Bearcats. Lamberson, I really feel like he's had some solid passes tonight. It's just
got a good arm.
Yeah, there's been some decent defense and just some unfortunate misses.
Yeah. Hey, that number 62 tackle right there, that's a big old boy.
62 is also a freshman.
Is he really? He's
he
a
is
big
a freshman.
dude.
They're going to throw it again over the middle. Preston Riddle was going to be there to make the tackle if it was a reception. But it will fall incomplete as it goes through the hands of number 22, Lance Couples.
See Nick there helping him up after he.
Nick, one of just the most stand-up guys you'll ever meet. Just a real nice kid and just really great guy. You'll see that a lot. He'll go help a lot of guys up. As it looks like the Bearcats will punt, fire. They're going to have to run with it after a bad snap. And Greenbrier's going to set up at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Looked like Jacob Yassine made another tackle right there. Looked like JP there on the play as well. JP having a season of a night. I mean, what a great night he's having.
And so early.
Hey, not to mention, though, JP is the one last week that made the play at the goal line.
That's right. You know, I talked about my replay guys that were back at home, and I think they had it wrong. I went back and looked at it, and I thought it was 22. I thought JP was the last one up off the pile, and I thought he made the tackle. But, yeah, JP, huge stop down on the goal line to secure a Greenbrier Panthers victory against the rivals Valonia. As Greenbrier is going to line up with a 2 running back set, Nick Hewitt's going to take it up the middle, plenty of room to run, and he stays on his feet, and he's going to keep it out to the left side.
They had him horse collared, and he just shook him off.
And Nick, I mean, he's only a junior. He still has another year in this program.
Yep, he does. We're excited to see him next year. Of course, a lot of football left to play this year, and he's one good football player.
Greenbrier's going to set up now 1st and 10 from, it looks to be the 11-yard line.
Let's hit J.P. Engelkes for a pass.
I don't think J.P.
He's not on the field right now.
Yeah, just throw it to him anyway. They're going to go with the double running back again, run it out to the left. Dawson Spencer's going to get hammered there after he picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, good gain right there before it closed up.
Well, guys, you're looking at a little bit of the score update. Magnolia's putting it on P Ridge 28-0 in quarter number 2. If that continues to go like that, we're headed to Magnolia next week.
Yep, to play a really good team.
And JB, what quarter are they in?
They're in the second quarter.
Well, you know what that means. There's a lot of football left to play in that game. P Ridge Talon has faith in P Ridge. And I really hope that they can pull it out in the second half there. Hand it off to the right side. Dawson Spencer has room for days as he busts into the end zone. Touchdown for the Greenbrier Panthers.
All right. Great run there by Dawson Spencer. Great job by the O-line. Get that thing opened up and let Dawson get in there and get to the second level, bust through into the end zone. Noah out there to hold. Trey Cox to kick. Make this thing 43-0. Snap's good. Kicks up. It's good. 43-0 Greenbrier Panthers with 8:25 left in the second quarter. I'd say that things are going well, Talon.
I'd say things are going really well as we're going to head into a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Greenbrier football.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. Thank you all for joining us at home and listening to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network, whether that be through the Mascot Media app, YouTube, or the Greenbrier Athletics page.
Boy, or Magnolia putting it on P Ridge. It's 35-0.
P Ridge Town is starting to lose a little bit of faith as they'll pooch kick it, and it looks like it's going to be a fair catch. Called. I didn't see him fair catch.
I didn't either. I was like, he better do something.
Oh, yeah, I was worried he's about to get blown up.
Yeah, he's going to get his clock cleaned if he did, but apparently he caught it before we looked.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 36-yard line as the Bearcats will set up, trailing 43-0 early in the second quarter.
So Alma scores, make it 14-7 with Texarkana.
It's a game down there.
Alma's a team that we kind of overlooked a little bit.
We did, and also Texarkana's, they've played 5 games. So, yeah, they're 5-0, but they didn't play everybody in their conference. They didn't play Magnolia.
They had a couple bye weeks type, a couple of breaks throughout their season.
I don't know that. I was gonna say, yeah, I think they beat Camden Fairview. They did. I think it was a close
Fairview's a little bit down, but they didn't play Lakeside.
Well, Fairview beat Camden. Camden beat Magnolia, beat the brakes off of them, like 30 points. Yeah.
It's going to be a Wildcat formation this time, and a good tackle in the backfield. It's number 27 for the Panthers. I don't have that number.
You ain't got it? I don't either. But, JB, Magnolia actually beat Little Rock Christian early in the season.
Did they? Wow.
Yeah, I think they had some players out.
Boys, I have a special announcement. Jeb Mathis has entered the game for the Greenbrier Panthers. That's Sean's youngest. And they're going to go Wildcat and run it to the left side this time.
Oh, got to wrap up.
Charlie Check is going to be out there to make the tackle.
Him and who's 37?
37 is Andrew Hare.
Oh, Charlie Check. I like Charlie Check.
We like Charlie Check here.
I've heard
at the
his
Greenbrier
name
Panther.
a lot during the JV games this year.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Bearcats. They're going to look to pass it. They're going to throw it quick out to the right side. Jeb Mathis out there to make a diving tackle. He misses. And Greenbrier's going to wrap him up and take him down at the, looks to be the 43-yard line, 44-yard line.
Brandon Murphy's number 27. I just got a text or a message from Kathy Branch. Thank you, Kathy. Number 27 is Brandon Murphy.
Brandon Murphy. And it looks like the Bearcats will go for it. They're going to throw it short, and it goes through the hands of Matthew Garrett, number 10. It looks like he just wasn't expecting it, and by the time he got his hands up, it was just a millisecond too late. Greenbrier will take over on downs, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Looks like Hayden Simpson's on the sideline giving him a hard time about missing it. Picking on him. Like to see these older guys, coaching up these young guys.
So encouraging, and just to see all these younger guys succeed. The younger guys really kind of go overlooked because that's who helps you prepare for the team you're playing. Those are your scout team players. They play the offense that, for example, the Bearcats run, and they play that against the starters and kind of get up and get after them and try and give them the hardest time they can to match what an in-game scenario would look like. Noah Hogan's going to keep it this time. He's going to run up the gut. It looks like it was a quick play. They had to run out quick.
Yeah.
The play clock had already started.
A muff snap as well.
Do what?
It was a muff snap.
Yeah.
Didn't quite have a good handle on it.
Noah's out there now, and the play clock started early, quick. While they were on the sideline still talking, and they had to just get it off. So it's gonna bring it 2nd 13 here. See what Noah can do here. He's got a great arm.
Noah Hogan's going to take the snap and throw it out to his left. It's a good catch made out there by number 2. That's Matthew Bernard. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the reception, diving forward and picking up about 2 more than I initially thought he was going to get.
And a comment I want to mention, Talon, you were bringing up those players being on the scout team, some of those younger guys. Not only are they giving our starters, reps against what the Bearcats might be bringing to each game, they're also the future of Greenbrier football.
That's
they're
right.
the guys coming up.
And playoff experience is huge.
No question.
It's going to now be 3rd and about 8. Matthew Garrett is in at the running back position. It's going to be a quick throw out to the right side. It's Bernard again. He's got plenty of running room, makes a man miss, stays on his feet, gets hit, but not after he can pick up the 1st down.
That's Preston Riddle there.
Oh, Preston Riddle. Correction. My bad. Saw the single digit and thought it was Matthew.
I get a lot of those guys. Keaton too. Those 2, 3, and 4 guys. I get them all confused because they're all those single digits. Great pass by Noah. He's 2 for 2 now, and great catch by Preston Riddle. And way to get that 1st down.
Noah Hogan. It's a bad snap on the ground. He's going to pick it up and he'll get tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a couple times now we've had a poor snap. Noah just doing a good job of getting the ball back and doing what he can. Just not a lot you can do. It's going to bring up, 2nd 20 here?
2nd and about 20. That's right for the Greenbrier Panthers. But they've been moving the ball well through the air, not as well on the ground with the second team.
Like to see Noah hit some of these young receivers. We got a bunch of new guys out there.
Noah Hogan's going to take the snap. He's going to throw it quick, and it's intercepted. They're going to go back to the 40. He's going to go to the 50. Noah Hogan's going to try and make the tackle. He cuts it back up. Matthew Garrett's there, but doesn't bring him down. Noah Hogan lays the stick at the 30, at the 28-yard line. It looks like the Bearcats will take over with the 1st and 10.
Yeah, just a miscommunication. Noah was throwing it to the sidelines, and the receiver was going downfield, so just a miscommunication there. Noah did a good job of hanging in there and keeping the guy from scoring.
I know that's frustrating to throw a pick on your first drive out there, quarterback, But, yeah, just miscommunication. And it looks like the Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 after an interception. They'll look to get something going here on offense. They're going to hand it off to the right side. It's their big man, Joseph Wright, who picks up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bearcats.
Looks like 37 again there on the tackle, Andrew Hare.
$43-0 is the score here in Greenbrier. They'll bring a man in motion and move him back. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that is Brandon Murphy again.
That's Brandon Murphy again there. Good job by Brandon making another play for pretty much no gain.
A lot of exciting names we're getting to call tonight.
Yeah, Conway's up 38-0 on Springdale.
I was just about to bring that up. It's good to see their defense showing up a little bit. Springdale's not great. But you still like to see that.
Yeah, I think Farmington beat Spring.
It's going to be a pass this time. Looking out to the right side. Austin Duvall there. And it looks like they're going to catch it. It's a touchdown. They'll score with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to play. You know, I talked earlier about that guy's arm, and it's pretty good. Making a good pass there and a good connection.
Yeah, he did. He made a good pass, and the receiver went up and got it.
It's going to be now 43-6. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock for the Bearcats here as they're going to good snap and a good hold. Ball is up, and it's through the uprights. We're going to take a quick timeout here. No, I'm kidding. We're going to keep it here. We're going to keep it here. I don't want to put too much stress on JB over there. He gave me a little bit of a dirty look. I'm going to go home and cry about it now.
Hey,
Sorry. That wasn't me gritting my teeth like, oh, boy, I'm going to have to hurry to get that up there.
Central's up on Fayetteville 14-7. That's a bit of a shocker. Central kind of down this year, and Fayetteville's had a pretty good season.
Well, yeah, you look at Bryant and Rogers Heritage. I know that
I'm not sure what's going. Yeah,
I'm about to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there because it's still showing first quarter,
and it's 14-7
right.
Bryant. I'm about to look that up and find out real quick. Bryant's the best team in the state.
No, by far, yes.
Hands down. But I tell you what, Bentonville's pretty good. It'd be exciting to see them play. Probably going to see them in the finals if everything, they can all escape COVID.
What a crazy playoffs we're going to have, really, at the end of all of this. It's going to be one to look back on and say that, yeah, we were there.
Yeah, I got the update. Bryant's up 28-7 in the second quarter.
Pine Bluff's up 14-0 on Mountain Home. Ryan Mallett's up there at Mountain Home as the quarterback's coach.
They're going to kick an onside kick, and that's going to be Preston Riddle making the reception there. He kind of just stuck his hands out, grabbed it, and fell to the ground.
Clarksville and Greene County Tech are tied 7-7 at the half. Talon's P. Ridge team still down 35-0 to Magnolia.
Well, at least it's not more. I feel like every time y'all say it adds up to be more.
Hey, Alma and Texarkana are tied at 14. Bologna's 25-7 over Watson Chapel right now in the second quarter.
25-7?
Yep.
Who was that again?
Well, that's kind of surprising. I thought it might be a little bit closer than we've said it is. 1st and 10 now. Noah Hogan's back at quarterback. He's going to pitch it out quick to the right side. It's Charlie Check. He's got plenty of room to run. He busted back up, trying to stay on his feet, and he's tackled after about an 8-yard pickup. 2nd and 2 now for the Panthers with 3 minutes and about 14 seconds left to play in the second half.
Good pass and catch there by Noah Hogan and Charlie Check. Way to get out there and pick up 9 on the first down.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Panthers. Noah Hogan is still back at quarterback. He's going to hand it off this time to Matthew Garrett, who's going to run it up the gut. He might still be a little short from the first down.
Yeah, it looks like he is. They're going to mark him about half a yard short there. No, it's going to be a full yard short. The Quitman Bulldogs are up 13-0 in the second quarter over the Murfreesboro Rattlers, my old rival at Mineral Springs.
So we know you picked against them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't pick Murfreesboro if they were Bryant.
And that was another thing talked about.
It's like Bologna for Greenbrier.
And, Matt, that was another thing talked about in the Between the Mats podcast. Be sure to go check that out wherever you listen to your podcasts. They do a great job covering high school sports, and right now it's mainly football and a little bit of Arkansas football. Noah Hogan's going to take a quarterback draw to the left side and pick up a yard, move the chains for the Panthers with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Good job by Noah just picking up the first down there. I would like to see a score here, not because we want to run the score up anymore. I just want to see these young guys be successful.
Just under 2 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Greenbrier's got a demanding lead. It's going to be a low snap, and Noah Hogan is rushed quick, and he's brought down in the backfield. It's going to be now 2nd and about 16.
He's hurting. He's up, but he's hurting.
Yeah, and that's number 18, Ethan Gallion.
You know, the good thing about Noah being out there with all these young players is Noah's a great leader. He's a senior and a good football player, great arm, and a good leader for this team.
Yeah, a great personality, just a great person to be around. He's someone that you want to be around. You come away after talking with Noah and you feel good, you know, and that's important for these guys because they can build off of that emotion and someone you want to play for, want to play well for. As it's second down, Noah's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's just thrown through the hands of Matthew Bernard as it falls to the ground. It's going to be now third and roughly 16 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Noah had to get it off quick. He was being rushed pretty quick, pretty heavy, and I love that over the middle route there. Just couldn't quite connect. Wasn't a bad pass at all.
Maybe a little quick, you know, as the receiver didn't have his head turned around quite yet.
He brought it pretty quick. I mean, he threw it pretty hard, and which was a great spiral. Just couldn't quite come up with it.
It's going to now be third and 16 for the Panthers. A minute left to play. They're going to fake a handoff and throw it. It's going to be to Charlie Check, and he's just going to unfortunately drop it. I think he was a little worried about what was to come.
That number 82 was coming at him.
He heard footsteps.
Yeah. Couldn't quite pull it in. That's going to bring up fourth down. Probably keep Noah out there and let him punt it.
At halftime, I would imagine we're going to have Stuttgart Carl come up and speak to us about kind of his thoughts, maybe his thoughts on the conference and what's going on around the league.
Yeah, and we're going to try to do quite a bit of times, let the band play quite a bit just because this is the last time they'll be able to play on the air. Good
a beautiful punt. Spiral punt and a good roll for the Panthers. Whoa.
Oh, that kid almost went and picked it up.
Whoa.
That's
not something. You know, I think I talk about this, and I rant about it almost every single time we do a broadcast, but you, as a football player, you should know that you should not do that. You turn on a game on a Saturday or a Sunday, and you'll see that you can't go and mess with that ball any on a punt because if you touch it, the other team gets it. Greenbrier's setting up on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, and you know, some of these younger players they got, that's just part of the learning experience. He's going down there. He's probably a little bit, confused maybe, and fortunately for them that he didn't touch that thing before Greenbrier did.
They're going to go with the heavy set, and it's going to be a false start.
Not really much room to back that up. Move it back 6 inches.
Do you just kind of guesstimate there what half the distance is?
Well, you look at you can look up there and see your marker in the goal line. Just kind of try to get it somewhere close.
They're going to run a wildcat again, this time to the right side. He's going to be brought down quick. I thought I saw Jacob Yassine.
Yeah, that was Jacob. Good play by Jacob right there. Look like
Jeb Mathis might have been in there as well.
On there as well.
I believe that was number 50, Jeb Mathis on the stop.
The Mathis family excited about that one as they're going to take it out to the right side, and it's a good tackle there from Matthew Bernard at the safety position. That's right. And Joseph Wright on a good pickup for the Bearcats.
Yeah, 21 seconds left. They're going to have to hurry up because it's going to run out quick as soon as they get the change set.
They're going to run to the right side again on a wildcat set. Same play 3 times in a row. This time he will get out of bounds, but he won't get enough for a first down. So it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 36-yard line with 10 seconds left to play in the half. We'll have the Chef Lynn's quarterly recap coming to you here in just a few moments.
Got to get deep here. Deep is the deepest because they're going to they're going to run it.
Run it out to the left side this time. Shake it up just a little bit.
If I'm them, I'm calling a timeout right here. Now you really got to be deep as the deepest. Run your cover 3 back there, kind of a prevent, and just make sure nobody gets behind you. Timeout Bearcats.
And we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back.
And a Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
We're back here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. Thank you all for joining us, our Brookland fans and our Greenbrier fans. Thank you all for tuning in to the broadcast, please be sure to like and subscribe to it and share it with your friends and family. We put a lot of work into the broadcast to bring you the best production that we possibly can. The Bearcats will come out for a 1st and 10 with 3 seconds left to play. They have a quarterback who's got a little bit of an arm, but I can't find him out there on the field. Greenbrier is going to play the prevent defense, but it looks like Brookland's going to run it out to the right side and pick up a chunk. They have plenty of running room, cut it back up into the middle, and they're going to get out to the 30, but that's going to be the end of the half. Shefflin's quarterly recap is going to come up after we take a break here. Please stay tuned with us for the halftime show. We'll show much of the band's performance and even hear from our very own Stuttgart Carl.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning.
And we're back here for the Visions Roofing halftime show tonight. It is the last night, possibly that the band and cheerleaders will be able to perform because it's halftime at home. So we're going to show you a lot of that tonight. So enjoy the cheerleaders right now.
All right, good job. All right, let's give it up for the Greenbrier High School band. Let's give it up one more time for the Greenbrier High School Band.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Twinkie Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back for the Vision Roofing halftime show. Great game so far. Panthers up big. Great job by the Greenbrier Panther Marching Band and the cheerleaders. Glad we could bring you the entire performance today. And I am here with none other than the great Stuttgart Carl Spears.
What's up, Cristobal?
How you doing, Mr. Carl?
I'm good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, You know, great game early tonight for the Panthers. Not a lot to talk about other than a few stats, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they came out and did what they needed to do. It's just, you know, this team, I'm sure y'all talked about it throughout the first half and the pregame. You know, they got a lot of kids out, and Greenbrier came out and dominated what they needed to do, and now we got a continuous clock here in the second half, so it's going to continue to run. Getting some other kids in there, get some playing time, and keeping the ones that we need to healthy.
Yeah,
so,
and we've seen that already, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much since about 8 minutes left in the first half, we've pretty much been without most of our starters just to preserve them.
Yeah.
And what I understand, the second half, it's not going to be your normal mercy rule. It's going to just run from
continuously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, did what they had to do. So I guess we can talk about stats a little bit.
Yeah. So on the rushing game, there's not a big difference. I mean, we've got 22 rushes for 163 yards. They've got 25 for 124, but most of that's been in about 3 runs.
Yeah.
We've got 19 first downs. They've got 11. The big difference here in this game is that we're 9 for 12 in passing for 145 yards, and they're 4 for 11 for 31. Cooper Wilcox, 6 for 6 in the first half, 118 yards and 3 touchdowns to J.P. Engelkus.
Yeah.
You know, J.P. come out tonight, hasn't done a tremendous amount of playing receiver. You know, he plays some, but doesn't really get a lot of looks. But he's got 3 catches for 44 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So great game for him, and he's made a lot of plays on defense.
Yeah. You know, and then, you know, Nixon, he's right behind him. He had that one long catch for 42 yards. I thought he was going to score there for a minute. I was sitting down there looking at his mama and see if she's jumping up. She just sat there.
She wouldn't.
I was like, come on, Brandy, you got to get up and yell.
Well, he made a great catch because that ball was nearly tipped.
Yeah.
That corner closed on it quick, but
Yeah.
he just kind of snatched it out real quick and took off with it and had
Cooper's
a lot
been
of
on the money, though, man.
Cooper's been good.
He's been dropping some dime. I mean, you know, and he's got time. And that helps out any quarterback, whatever level that you play at. You know, you give quarterback time, and he's going to be able to complete some passes, and he's definitely been able to do that.
Actually, you know, I said that he had 3 touchdowns. He's got 4 touchdowns because JP's got 3, right?
Yeah.
And then he hit Thatcher Strack.
Yeah, that's
in the
right.
end zone as well.
Yeah.
So he's 6 for 6 for 4 touchdowns.
Wow. And then, you know, you look too, you know, Nick, as the beast man running the football, he's got 8 carries for 100 yards. So, you know, Greenbrier's, at least in the first half, was just able to do what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
I guess his team. And, you know, I got to give kudos to the parents over there across the way for making that long trip. They got a pretty good crowd over there. You know, and I was just wondering, too, we were kind of talking about it during the break. I was just wondering if they made the playoffs last year. But, you know, with them moving up in classification, it was a big opportunity for them to come down here and play, too. I just hate that they had so many kids out, you know, due to the virus and everything. So,
you know, I don't know if they, you know, they moved up from 4A to 5A this year. I'm not sure if they were in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
But you know, I got to give a lot of respect to them to put a team together and come down here and play football.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the elements are against them.
Yeah, big time. So, well, guys, y'all about a minute away to get this second half started.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get out here and set in the code again. It's a little chilly tonight.
Yeah,
Did y'all give y'all's little pregame weather report?
We did. It was, I forgot, it was like 50 degrees, but I'm sure it's dropped now.
Well, the wind is what makes it tough, man. Whether it's laying down right now, but man, at kickoff that wind was blowing.
It was.
You know,
wind not too bad up here in the press box.
Oh, shut up! I'm gonna go back down here. So.
Hey, I'll see you Tuesday for our recording of Between the Mats.
Absolutely. Y'all need to go check it out if you hadn't already. Apple, Spotify, Google. You know, it's out there everywhere. And you said right now you were beating Wilcox. Is that right? Crystal ball.
You know, I hate to be too.
You might not
presumptuous.
Don't toot that horn too soon now.
But it's looking pretty good. Couple games he picked that I didn't agree with, and pretty sure old Matty Stats might be
in trouble this week.
Might be in trouble. He better enjoy his family reunion this weekend at UCA because Tuesday he might get a little.
All right, I got to go. I got to turn back over to Talent.
Get out of here.
Here you go. All right, y'all have a good one.
I appreciate it, Carl. So we're going to get old Talent Newton, P. Ridge Newton over here and get him back because he was pulling for P. Ridge. I think he didn't want to go down to Magnolia.
Yeah, well, P. Ridge is hurting.
Yeah,
they're in a world of hurt right now, down by 7 touchdowns.
Matt.
And I don't think he didn't want to go to Magnolia because he was worried about us playing Magnolia. I think he just didn't want to go down there because he's still a little hurt about the Monticello trip.
Guys,
some bad blood.
I don't like South Arkansas that much. It's not my favorite. I don't like it that much. But I'm excited about getting to go on a road trip with you guys.
Well, you know, the good thing is it's more central southwest where I grew up than over Monticello in the Delta. There are trees down there in Magnolia.
Trees?
Yeah. That's old country down there.
Greenbrier's going to kick off with a pooch kick out to about the 32-yard line. They'll call for a fair catch, and down at there, the Bearcats will start right there. We will have a running clock this quarter.
When it starts?
Yeah, well, once it starts.
Hey, man, I'm tell you what's been so fun tonight is this bottom line we got. I mean, how awesome is this scoreboard that Sean created for us? It's got both of our founding sponsors on there. We're rolling our sponsors on the bottom along with scores from around the state, which is just so cool, man. So cool.
Sean Mathis does a great job directing this entire show as the ball is fumbled and dropped off of the snap. He's going to fall. He's going to fall on top of it.
Big loss there on the first down for the Bearcats. Well, we've got some more new players out this quarter. Some new faces. Glad to see them get out here and get some reps and make some plays, man. Let's stop these guys.
2nd and 15 now for the Bearcats. They move a man in motion to the left and hand it off to that way. It's right on the carry. He's going to get stood up on the 33-yard line.
Good job by Matthew Bernard right there, along with number 37, Andrew Hare. Both of them in there to make the tackle. That's going to bring up third right back to the original line of scrimmage there. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 now for the Bearcats. Colin Lamberson is still at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. He's going to bust it out to the right side. A little bit of room, but not much. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Bearcats.
Good job by the defense right there. I was talking to Stuart Wilcox a while ago at the halftime, and he was talking about he's a big Notre Dame fan. And, you know, they beat Clemson last week. And, you know, he's talking about Ohio State being off this week. And that's twice now I think they haven't played because of COVID. So it's like, can you justify these teams making it to a bowl or at least a playoff spot? And he made a good point. He said, why not go play Alabama this week if you're Ohio State? I don't know if you could pull it off that quick, but, man, what a great game that would be on an open week.
Yeah, and it'd be a great game for P. Ridge Talon to watch on his couch tomorrow. As it's 1st and 10 now for the Greenbrier the Bearcats, excuse me. It's going to be ran to the left side. Wright's got plenty of room to run. He stays on his feet. He's going to bust free. He hits the 30. He's going to go to the 20. He hits the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. They put 6 on the board pretty quick here in the 3rd quarter.
That kid's a tough runner, man. I tell you what, we knew coming in tonight, you know, he's just a sophomore, but he had 800 yards rushing this year with 13 touchdowns. And, you know, we expected to see him run tough. We didn't know he was going to get to play because we weren't sure who was playing over there with all the players out. But he's hard to tackle. Does a great job right there picking up a touchdown for the Bearcats.
He's going to be big for them.
He is. Young player, a lot of future ahead of him.
It's a high snap, but a good hold. Ball is up, and it splits the uprights. They're going to put one more on the board. It's going to be 43-14. JB, let's take a quick timeout. You're listening to Greenbrier Football presented by American Safeguard Insurance and First Security.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors, American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back in beautiful, beautiful Greenbrier, Arkansas. As John Neighbors would say, the beautiful, great state of Arkansas.
The great state of Arkansas. Oh,
it's an onside kick, and it's not a bad one, but Greenbrier's going to recover it. That's Greenbrier's number 26, Cody Kennan.
We're going to get the ball right there on about the 42, 41. No, that's 46. You just said that, didn't you? 46-yard line. Offense going to come out. We'll see who's going to come out with them.
I don't think I did say that. I said 26 as in Cody Kennan's number.
Okay, well, it's on the 46, so there you go. 77, Jackson Spears out there on the line. We got Noah Hogan out there, and number 10 in the backfield, Matthew Garrett.
Charlie Check is the closest receiver to us. They're going to have a sniffer back and hand it off to Matthew Garrett. He's going to go to the left, a little bit of room, steps back, goes back up. He's going to pick up 7.
Good run there by Matthew Garrett.
Good patient run.
Yeah, it was. Did a good job picking up 7 yards right there. See if we can't get some first downs with these guys and maybe score.
Greenbrier's going to set up now, 2nd and 3. The clock will continue to roll here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. Matthew Garrett still back in the running back. It's a sniffer set. They're going to hand it off.
Good
this
move.
time up the middle. Matthew Garrett busted back to the right side, and it looks like he's going to move the chains.
They kind of, yeah, they're going to move it. Yep, good deal, good deal. Good first down run. Made a great spin move and to get to second level there, pick up the first down. Good job by Matthew Garrett.
I thought it was a fumble because I saw Noah Hogan look at the ground and looked like he was about to go jump on the ground. Kind of make just a strange motion, so I look back at Noah because I'm like, oh, it's a fumble. But Matthew makes a great play and moves the chains. The sniffer back for the Panthers, I believe, is Cody Kennan, number 26. Talked about him a minute ago on the kickoff there.
Matthew Bernard out wide.
It's going to be a handoff up the gut. Matthew Garrett again, busted out to the right side. Plenty of room. Takes a man with him for 3 yards and picks up a first down.
Great job by the O-line right there. Really, really good job opening it up. Had a great hole there for Garrett to get through, and he did a good job running and kind of trucked somebody there at the end.
That Greenbrier offensive line has been looking really good.
Who is 67? That is Cole Livingston. There at right guard.
Noah Hogan checks with his running back. He likes it.
They're running the clock. But you really don't have to run the clock because
it's going to keep running no matter what. It's a bad snap. Noah Hogan's going to go pick it up, and he's going to tackle deep in the backfield. That's another bad snap from the offensive line there.
Yeah,
I've seen a few
Noah's
of them.
doing all he can to recover the ball, and you're in such a tough position when you go to get that ball, and of course you got people running at you full speed. And he's doing a good job keeping possession.
It's going to be 2nd and, I believe, 22 is about where we're at.
I'd like to see Noah get to throw one downfield. He's got such a good arm.
2nd and 27, correction. I'd love to see that, too. I'd love to see a deep ball thrown by Noah. A miscommunication on one earlier, but they're going to hand it off this time to Matthew Garrett again up the gut. He's going to be met pretty quick, and he won't get any yardage. And it's going to now bring up 3rd and 27 for the Greenbrier Panthers. I know Noah's eager to throw the football.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten much of a chance to this season.
Did real well in some games early.
Early in the season against Arkadelphia.
Yeah, in Batesville.
In Batesville. And, that's exciting to have a quarterback that you have a lot of confidence in that can step up and be a playmaker. Noah's going to take a snap. He's going to throw it out right to Matthew Bernard. It's going to be a quick pass. Matthew's going to stay on his feet trying to pick up yards, and he's going to stay up. He'll pick up a good chunkage, but he won't get a first down. He'll be about 8 yards short of it.
I don't know what you do right here. You really don't want to punt. I mean, you're inside the 30-yard line, but
you don't quite have a kicker who's got the leg.
You don't really want to come across as being somebody to run the score up, but right here you pretty much got to go for it.
Yeah, there's not really many other options here.
I mean, you can punt it, but And in Brookland, they're still trying to score, so no problem trying to put one in right here.
No, Hogan drops his mouthpiece, picks it back up. He's going to throw it quick out to left side. Correction, he's going to throw it in the middle to the hitch route. It's going to fall incomplete, and it looks like Brookland's going to take over on downs.
Yeah, that wasn't open, and it wouldn't have been a first down anyway, so not a big loss there, but not catching that one. So we'll turn it over on downs, and the Bearcat offense will come back out and see if we can't shut down this running game.
Yeah, the running game has really been there so far for the Bearcats.
That number 62 is a man. You say he's a 9th grader?
I have here that Austin Jones is in the 9th grade. He is 6'4", 315 pounds, and plays the offensive line. Austin Duvall takes his man out of bounds.
I tell you what, that kid's got – if he'll keep playing football and keep working hard, he's got a lot of potential being that size at what, 15 years old?
And that's exactly right. The right guard, he is also
big kid.
A freshman.
Oh, is he?
Freshman as well. They're going to bring a man in motion to the left side. They're going to run it back to the right, though. Greenbrier's going to be there after he picks up more, and he's still bouncing forward. He stays on his feet and picks up probably 10 yards after he's piled up.
Yeah, big first down.
They'll move the chains there.
Got a little assist there from some of those big boys on the line, come up and pushing him down, downfield.
They're going to go sniffer and bring a man in motion. Man in motion stops, and they hand it off to the right side. Big open hole. He's going to pick up 9, maybe 10. They'll give him 11 and move the chains. Alma down by 4. It's going to be 1st and 10 and a handoff to the left side. They're going to bounce it out to the left. He stays on his feet. He doesn't go down, but he finally is tackled after he picks up the first down. I don't think he was ever down. I think that was a good call.
I don't think he was either. He was close. Looked like number 26, Cody Kennan, had him. Looked like he had him just nearly down, and the kid was able to kind of spin out of there, but pick up a first down.
Love to see the defense make a big stop here. It's 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. They're going to bring a man in motion but hand it off to the right side. And a big tackle there from the defensive end. Oh, no, I think that's Jeb Mathis.
That is Jeb Mathis.
Outside linebacker Jeb Mathis with a big tackle there on Joseph Wright. You know, we're a big fan of anyone with the last name Mathis here in this booth. You know, our director is Sean Mathis, and he does a really great job and provided each and every one of us with the opportunity to be here tonight as
Jeb the Machine Mathis.
Chef Lynn's is going to give us the end of the third quarter. They're going to give us our quick little recap as it looks like Brookland's going to come out to a quick and good start in the third quarter as they're going to put up 14 points. Greenbrier's offense unable to get anything really going tonight as it is now 43-14 in favor of your Greenbrier Panthers. We're going to hit a timeout and we'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern East, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in Greenbrier. As Wright takes the snap and he takes it out to the left side. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats as they're going to go quick and hand it off to Wright again to the left side. And another good tackle there. I believe that's number 26, Cody Kennan.
Yeah, good play by Cody right there.
It'll be 2nd and 10 now for Brookland. And we thank all of the Brookland fans who came out tonight, and we wish them safe travels home as we are finishing up the fourth quarter of this football game. Wright takes it out to the right side again, and a host of Panthers there to make the tackle. He'll pick up 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 6.
Quitman up 41-8 over Murfreesboro at the half. The Bulldogs over there playing some football tonight.
Mac McJunkins is happy about that.
I am, because I picked him, and Matt Wilcox picked Murfreesboro.
I do remember that. I do remember their controversy over that in the podcast. They're going to throw it out to the left side over here, and a big tackle by Matthew Bernard. It looks like it's going to still be a yard short.
Yeah.
And, man, I'm telling you, that quarterback is really not – he's got a pretty decent arm.
Yep, he does. He just didn't have a lot of people to throw to, and I just scared JB. I knocked my drink over. Fortunately, the cap was on, but he about jumped over into the other booth.
They're going to run their heavy set with Wright, and he's going to bust into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Bearcats. It's going to be now 43-20 in favor of the Greenbrier Panthers.
It's 8:42. This clock is running continuous. This game is going to be over before 9 o'clock. I don't know that we've ever had one that quick.
I don't know if we have either. You know, Greenbrier tends to make it a game every week, and it usually comes down to whatever happens in the fourth quarter whenever it comes to the Greenbrier Panthers. But in this one, they got out ahead early and took care of business early.
We had, we played BB. We got up really quick and Mercy ruled, but I don't think it was this early.
We were up 49-0 at halftime against BB.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think we got out of the game this early. I mean, like I say, it's going to be game's going to be over with basically at about 8:55 or so.
And that's going to get you home a little bit earlier, get you in bed for you to go out to the deer woods and use some of that Ricochet outdoor equipment that you have. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Really, without them, any of this broadcast, all of this production, really none of it would be possible. Eight and a half minutes here. They're going to kick an onside kick. It's going to get a good bounce. It looks like they may have it.
He made a great play diving and catching that. That was just, that was just a tough bounce for our guys.
Really tough bounce. Really great kick there from number 9. That is Ronaldo Garcia, the senior kicker for the Bearcats, with a good kick, and then a good recovery there from Brookland, as they're going to take over now, 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. They'll hand it off and run to the left side. That is going to be Caden Matthews on the run. He'll pick up a solid 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
72 was on the stop for the Panthers.
Jacob Yassine with another tackle.
2nd and 8 here. It's going to be a deep throw to the right side. Austin Duvall turns around, but he gets on top of him, and the flag is thrown.
A little polyester on the Ponderosa there, Talon.
Polyester on the Ponderosa. Cite your sources. That was Sylvan Hills. Looks like Jeb Mathis is down on the ground.
Oh, no.
We do have a player down.
Hopefully Jeb's not hurt. I mean, obviously he's hurting, but hopefully it's nothing serious.
Yeah, nothing serious.
Been a tough year for the Mathises with Jacob, being out most of the season with the.
Looks like it's a cramp.
Maybe a cramp. I mean, that's glad to see that.
Sean Mathis comes up to our window as soon as he sees that. He's just shaking his head.
Well, you're just glad it's nothing too serious.
He's glad it's that. That's why he's shaking his head. He's thinking, golly, I don't need another kid with an injury,
Because Jacob had the dislocated wrist earlier in the year, and he's missed most of the season now. I don't know if he'll be back next week or not. I would doubt it. That he would be doubtful, but he's just a junior. He'll get to play again next year.
Right. And then of course his brother's a sophomore, so he'll be right behind him. And we've seen him flying around a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Glad Jeb's walking off without much pain, looks like.
They're going to snap it, take it to the left side. He's got plenty of room and stays on his feet. That's something that the Bearcats have really done a good job in their running back room. Those guys, they don't stop moving their feet.
No, they're having a great second half. They're coming out here, running hard, picking up first downs and scoring.
It's 2nd and 2 now for the Bearcats. They're going to hand it off up the gut this time. He's going to bounce it out, and then it's a good tackle from behind.
Is that 37? No,
that's 27.
Oh, that's 27. That's Murphy.
That's Brandon Murphy again
Good
on the tackle. That's his 3rd or 4th tackle tonight as Jeb Mathis enters back into the football game. 1st and goal now for the Bearcats. They're going to bring a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to the left side. He's going to cut it back up, and he's going to be just a few yards short of the end zone. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line for the Bearcats.
I didn't realize they picked up the first then. They did, didn't they, that last play?
They're going to go with the heavy bunch and snap it up the gut. They got a good push up front, and they're going to score another touchdown.
Touchdown Bearcats. They're scoring some points in the second half here tonight. Glad to see these guys come out here and fight. Bring in a bunch of ninth graders because they've been stricken with the quarantine bug, as I like to call it, because you don't really have to have COVID to be quarantined.
It's a good snap and it's a good hold, and the kick is up and good as Brookland has now 28 points. And your Greenbrier Panthers are still on top, 43-28. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more Greenbrier football.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in Greenbrier as it's 43-28. They're going to try another onside kick, and it looks like they're going to recover it. Looks like the Bearcats get the football again.
That was a good onside kick.
Another great onside kick from number 9, Ronaldo Garcia.
I wanted to mention our Letterman Club is feeding the Bearcats tonight before they go home. And Mojo's is actually providing pizzas for them. So appreciate them doing that. The Letterman Club fed the team before the game, and then Mojo's going to feed them tonight with the pizzas. That's kind of a play we took out of the but the Farmington playbook. We really raved about the hospitality we had in their facilities up there. Well, they fed our boys before we left that night, which was, just a class act.
The Bearcats still trying to make this a football game. They're going to run it out to the left side, and they're going to get a first down. Our first team defense is back out on the field now.
Are they?
They are.
Well, it's a two-possession game. Yeah, you'd like to see. Yeah.
Well, the continuous clock. I mean, they don't have time, but, you're right. You don't want to.
2 breakaway plays. One breakaway play, another onside kick recovery, and a breakaway play. Brandon Beck's going to get back in the backfield quick, but misses, and then Hayden Simpson's going to be there with a couple of other
Parker's
Panthers.
On the bottom there, slinging him down. Be a timeout here. But they're not going. Oh, yeah, I guess they're going to stop it, yeah.
2nd and 10 with a timeout. We're going to hear from Steak and Shake.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in Greenbrier. Greenbrier has put their first team defense back out onto the field as Brookland takes a timeout there to stop the clock, and it's 2nd and 10 now for the Bearcats. It's a low snap. They'll hand it off to the left side. Brandon Beck, he doesn't miss that time. He gets back into the backfield and makes a good tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for Brookland.
Yeah, you know, we played a lot of players in the second half. I think getting a little close here, and coach said, okay, we're going to put the first team back out there and let them end this thing.
They're going to have to throw the football, and they throw it high in the air. He's got a wide open man. It's caught. It looks like he's going to be down on the 1 yard line. It's going to be now 1st and goal for the Panthers. Greenbrier is going to call a timeout. And we're going to take it with them. We'll be back here in just a moment.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
If you want.
We're back here in Greenbrier as Brookland is knocking on the door for another touchdown to put it within a one-possession game here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. A minute 52 left. They're going to run it to the left side with their big man who's going to fumble the ball into the end zone. He fumbles the ball to the end zone. It's Greenbrier's football. Greenbrier's football. That should seal the football game here in Greenbrier.
Yeah, I mean, the clock's still running, so, you know, that's gonna end it.
It will be a touchback, and Greenbrier will take control of the football. They'll send out the offense to put the game away here.
In case anybody's a little, you know, curious about why the clock's running with it being a close game, you know, they started running the clock because we were up 43-0 with 8 minutes left in the second quarter. And, you know, we played a lot of our younger guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't want to go out and score 70 points, you know. So that's what it is. You know, great job by them to hang in there and keep it close, you know, here late. But, you know, there's a reason that the clock's running.
Cooper Wilcox will line up in victory formation. They'll let the clock run down until it gets to 35 seconds, most likely, and then they'll take their final knee. And your Greenbrier Panthers will advance to the winner of Magnolia and Pea Ridge, which is looking like it will be Magnolia. Greenbrier will go on the road to Magnolia next week. We will be there at that broadcast. Thank you all for listening to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're going to hit our post-game show here in just a moment after this break, as Greenbrier finishes the football game 43-28. We'll be back with the Chef Lynn's final recap.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. with the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other. You will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here in the little sliver of paradise we call Greenbrier, Arkansas. The Greenbrier Panthers take out the Brookland Bearcats 43-28 here in the first round of the 5A state playoffs, and they'll advance to play Magnolia at Magnolia next week. We have our very own Clint McJunkins alongside us right now to give us our players of the game. Clint, hit us with it.
J.P. Engelkiss and Cooper Wilcox.
Clint, I think those are outstanding picks. Cooper Wilcox really only played one half, but played a stellar heck of a half, throwing the ball extraordinarily well and just really all around playing well.
Yeah, he was 6 for 6, 4 touchdowns, 118 yards passing in a quarter and 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Got out pretty quick. JP, 3 touchdowns. Great job out there, and also made a lot of plays on defense. He was also our player of the game last week with the stop at the goal line to seal the victory over Valonia.
Yeah, absolutely. Big games for all of those players, and big night for our Greenbrier Panthers. It was an exciting one here at John Hawks Memorial Field. We thank all of the Brookland people for tuning in tonight, and we thank all of our Greenbrier people for tuning in, and please tune in again next week as the Greenbrier Panthers will travel to Magnolia, Arkansas to play Magnolia. We hope that all of the Brookland people travel home safely and have safe rides home. Matt, any final remarks?
No, I just want to say thank you, to our fans that do tune in and watch the games, and we really we can't say enough how much we appreciate your support, and of course our sponsors are awesome. We got great sponsors, and we really appreciate not just the support you have for the network, but also what you do for our community. We really appreciate you guys, and looking forward to going to Magnolia next week and taking on a tough Magnolia team to advance to the third round, and hope we can go down there and put together a good game.
That's exactly right, Matt. We'll be excited for it. And we will see all of you wonderful people next week as we travel to Magnolia for a tough round 2 game of the playoffs. Thank you all again for joining us here on the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
See you later.
Go Panthers.